And we're back.
Happy brand new season. No, it's okay. Brand new season.
Well, brand new year.
Brand new year
Yeah.
for Shizzle, my nizzles.
We made it.
End of the day party.
It is your boy Sin Supreme in the year 2022.
Oh my God, it's your boy T, aka Big T, aka T Sauce.
T will exclude.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Gang, gang.
Thank ya.
And yeah, man, how's
Welcome.
everybody doing? Do you take the temperature test at the door?
At the door, yeah, that's where we that's where we're at now. We gotta take a temperature test.
Yeah, COVID rapid tests.
Tea.
Wait, cheers for the new year.
Cheers
First.
to the new years. Cheers to the new years with the new beers.
Hey, and we got
the new tears
the
and the new
mixed
fears.
Got cocktails.
For those who don't know, normally we have it pretty much we just drink straight drinks on this podcast, but for the first time ever, tea-made, pre-made cocktails.
T will exclusive.
That are scrum-diddly-umptious.
Let's go. If I'm being honest though, we don't have all the ingredients.
We don't.
And next
Shout
time,
out Papa T.
hey, I'm gonna add a little orange slice next time.
Ooh, you know when I curls?
The little, yeah, you feel me? This
When it
just
curls?
the orange skin. That's the secret. You put
that
that.
curling skin.
Yes.
What is it about that? That shit's
some extra sauce.
that shit's lit.
Yeah, hell yeah. It definitely elevates the drink too. When you got like little shit in your drink. Got a little, got a little piece of fruit.
When you got a little turd
that
in your
little
drink,
shit.
you got a little shit in your drink. Got some nasty shit in your drink.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, man.
Yo.
But yeah, it's a new year. It's year 2022. Who the fuck thought we would have made it here? I don't know. Were they making? Are there any movies made in the year 2022?
Not yet.
Nah, but it was
It's only been
questionable.
like 8 days.
Yeah, they usually did
What
like
do you mean
2000.
questionable?
Either they did 2000 or they did way beyond 2000. But did they do like year 2022?
Well, I was thinking the other day, like, this last generation is known as Generation Z, and I'm like, Z is the last letter of the alphabet. Like, is this the last generation of humanity?
Did it start at Generation A?
No.
Wait, no, isn't Gen X after Gen Z?
Is it?
Is it going the opposite way?
Hold on.
So there's Gen Y.
'Cause we're
Gen
millennial.
W.
Because I think
Gen T. Then S.
Oh, so no, Gen X was 1965 to 1980.
okay.
Millennials, which is like, I guess, us. That's 1981 to 1986. Or, sorry, 1981 to 1996. And Gen Z is 1997 to 2012.
And then what's next?
That, it just stops.
Weirdos. Weirdos born after. What is it? What is the last one? Gen Z's what till 2000 what?
12.
So after 2012, you're just a weirdo. You're just a fucking weird person.
I'm confused because, like, what is after Gen Z?
No, it's something. I've heard it.
Maybe they haven't.
I have
Maybe.
cousins.
Oh, it's Generation Alpha?
No, don't call them Alpha. That's the last thing they need to be called.
Whoa, that's crazy.
There's no way I'm calling them Alpha.
It's
not happening.
Gen Alpha.
It's not happening. No way. I'm not calling these niggas Alpha.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they can get the fuck out of here with that shit.
They could be beta because they're definitely testing on us right now.
Yeah, definitely beta. Not
No,
Alpha.
they're the future. They're gonna save the world. They're gonna be the ones that inherit the planet and
Nah,
it's a
they're
better
gonna
place.
be fucked. It is what it is. They're inherit.
God.
Imagine inheriting something that's already on fire, so you can't even do anything. It's already burning up.
Did you watch Don't Look Up yet?
Yeah, I watched it. It was
Okay.
it was cool. It was
I'm so
cool.
glad we could talk about this now.
It was cool. It was cool. It was. You know what it is? Netflix is just. I don't say ruin movies, but it's definitely because I feel like this movie, if it was in theaters, would have gotten killed because
Yeah.
of like how.
I don't think it was like necessarily supposed to be like this cinematic masterpiece. I think
Yeah.
it was more just like
It was a Netflix movie.
you like
It was a movie
this
made
is
for Netflix.
this is how we are. This is how we all are fucking acting. Like, hello.
Wait, hold on. Why do you think it would get killed?
No, I said well because it's. out of all of Leonardo's library, Leonardo. Out of all of Leonardo's library, this is probably one of his weaker films. I can't think of a movie that I'd put this over. Out of most,
but that's because a lot of his work is very serious. This is like clearly like
it seemed like it was still
like social
it seemed
commentary.
Like the role itself still required a dude with acting chops.
Would you put The Revenant above this?
No.
Wait, so it's better than The Revenant?
Oh no. Yes, I would put The Revenant. The Revenant's the one he won an Oscar for too. That was an Oscar award-winning role.
Wait, this man was in Avatar? What the fuck?
He was?
I don't believe that shit.
Are you looking at the right Leonardo DiCaprio?
I'm looking at his movie list. Blood Diamond was fucking.
Maybe he was one of those birds.
Damn, his movie list goes crazy.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. So that's why the movie, for like me watching it, I'm like watching the movie and I'm like, yo, this is a good movie. It's definitely, as far as the social connection that it's made with me and how I feel like the future would respond, how we would respond to something like that. They try to tell you, yo, shit's gonna be fucked up.
I honestly just like the message of it. Like, if you've seen Idiocracy, we probably talked about this last time, but that's another like kind of comedic take on just like the end of the world or just like humanity's downfall. And I feel like this was another message to humanity, just saying like, yo, this shit is fucked up. That's how I felt when it ended. I was just like, wow, this is not far off.
This is literally
I'm just glad.
what's happening
I was
right
glad
now.
how it ended. Like it ended. It wasn't like, oh, last minute the scientists are wrong, or
I loved how they flew to the new planet and they got fucked up by the dinosaurs. Or
well, it was the bird. He said you're gonna die. Remember, he said you can predict how you're gonna die.
was a good.
That was really good because
yeah,
it totally was like full circle for me. I like full circle jokes. At first, I was rooting for them. I was rooting for, even though I knew it wasn't gonna work. I was rooting for the plan of blowing up the rock and having it hit the earth, and then like they get access to all these minerals and shit. I was rooting for that ending as well, but yeah, no, it wasn't. I personally feel like even though that was like kind of like, yo, we're looking, I know that movie's kind of like society, we're going down that path. I personally feel like we're not that arrogant. We would blow it up. There's no way we would have built that ship that's going there and made that ship turn around. I don't think we're that arrogant.
Personally, though, I think maybe not in that particular case, but the thing that my mind kept going back to is literally the idea of climate change. Like, I feel like the way that we treat climate change was how blind people were in that movie. Just like turning a blind eye, not wanting to admit it, like the whole don't look up shit. People don't want to admit that climate change is real. It's happening in front of you, And then
the issue is that the climate change shit, yeah, it's obvious that there is some sort of climate change, but that effect, it's not so black and white as a comet coming to Earth and going to just destroy everything. What were they calling it? Catastrophic,
cataclysmic event? Or
yeah, something like the catastrophic event is whatever they were calling it. Like, climate change is something that, if it is happening, it's hard to pinpoint it. It's still up in the air whether it's even happening or not to some degree, like to some people.
I just think that it's going to take something crazy to happen for people to be like, oh, fuck, like, the climate is changing. But it's going to be too late. They already say that we're past the climate.
That's what I'm saying. Also, that right there, the comet, there was a very clear way how to get rid of it. We shoot this fucking rocket to it and we blow it up. With climate change, I feel like it's more societal. Like, we would have to change how everyone's living.
But I feel like that's that's like very easy to say when it's really the reality is if the companies that are in charge of all of this, if they just made those changes, it would force our hand to change. And I think that's the reality, is that we can all take accountability for ourselves, but at the end of the day, it's the large corporations that are sucking the earth dry. Like, and they don't want to stop their money, so that will never happen.
I think that you have a point there, and it's like we do see some of that now, at least in the regards to climate change. Like all of these car companies, they're kind of following in Tesla's footsteps. And
I mean, hey, what if iPhones came out every 3 years rather than every year?
To save resources? Yeah, and maybe they stop playing with the fucking updates. But I also heard that like the reason why Apple can't do a lot of the things, like innovative things with the phones, is because Android has a lot of the patents on the technology. So until those patents expire, Apple can't make.
And you know those patents don't expire for years.
Yeah.
But that's I think the biggest issue is that Apple's ecosystem the biggest thing that Apple has going for it is that they don't play with anyone else. It's either you're in Apple's ecosystem or you're not.
And you know what would be great, man, is if everyone had the same mindset as someone like Elon Musk, where it's like, hey, I created this great technology. Here's the blueprint. If you can do it better, do it. Because it's going to help all of us move forward.
But that's the thing. That's Android. That's what Android is. Android's an open platform. It's like, hey, we created the foundation. Do with it what you will. That's why with Android, you have Samsung, you have LG, you have HP, you have all these other people trying to do it, better, which, essentially might fragment it to a degree that might hurt it in a way. But if you take the innovation, I think, level of Android and cross it with the, functionality of Apple. One of the best things that Apple has going for it is that when you use their stuff, it works. It's simple and it always works. It's reliable and it's always straightforward. And
I think they just did a better like UX design. Honestly, like the user interface and all of that.
Well, UX is that's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But that's, and at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, functionality wise, their phones for the most part always work. Even though she's got a iPhone 11, if I use her phone, if I grab it and use it, for the most part, I can guarantee it'll probably speed wise work exactly the same as my iPhone 12.
So hold on, because let's go back to our conversation when you were getting an iPhone. You said that Androids have good speed, but they fuck up sometimes.
Where I think Android gets hurt at is their longevity. So like where iPhone, you can have an iPhone for maybe 3, 4, 5 years and not have to worry about the updates, because once again, they kind of control everything that comes through their channels. Android, you might have to update that phone might stop getting updates because that phone didn't sell well, because there's already so many Android phones out. So I think the software is a lot more fragmented unless you're buying the flagship phone, Android phone. If you're buying the brand new Android phone every time, I think you're good. But that's not the reason why people are using Android. They're using it because they might want a $300 phone, so that $300 phone might not get the latest updates. Sure. So it fragments it. So that's the issue with Android, it being open and having that accessibility. Whereas with iPhone, regardless, you paying $700, $800 to get an iPhone. Even that Kristen's phone right now, we look up Kristen's phone, her iPhone 11 right now, it's probably like $600.
We all gotta wait for the 14. I mean, they're forcing me to upgrade my shit to the.
I think you should wait personally.
I mean, I just don't know how long I can wait for my actual like data purposes, because my phone's limited. I don't get the 5G, and they're saying they're changing all their towers to 5G only.
No, I understand. So having to do that, it sucks, but I think just because of just the way Apple works, I just know the iPhone 14 is gonna have some crazy shit in it.
Hell yeah.
Just because they need to sell them. iPhone 14s need to sell. They need to sell them bitches. It's getting up there now. There's been 14 iPhones. Technically, they've been making these shits every fucking year.
It's crazy.
It's insane. And you got the new iWatch too. You got the new Apple Watch. I've been looking at them.
They're cool. It's nice just because, honestly, I'm the type of person to not always be on my phone. And sometimes I'll like get text or like get a notification and not necessarily see it. So it's nice to have the watch because, you know, I'll get a little like, it's weird. It's technology. You're connecting yourself to like, I think of your phone as an extension of yourself, right?
Yeah, of course.
So like when you have the watch, it's literally like pinging your wrist. Like you feel the vibration on your wrist, or you can have the sound. And then you're like, oh, I got a notification. And then you go to your phone.
See, I need to be on my phone less. So it's like, it's hard. It's
a weird thought for me.
The only reason I even really want to get one, it sucks to say, I hate to say this, is that more for the design aesthetic. Because right now, like I can't afford the watch that I want.
Well,
I can't afford the watch that I actually want, because I would rather have like a Rolex or something like that on my wrist.
But you get a digital watch.
But I think at this point with
You could get a Fitbit.
Would you get an NFT watch?
Christmas talking wild. What was that?
Would you get an NFT watch?
Like an NFT watch?
I don't know. I'm just making this up right now.
Oh, okay.
But imagine if you have like a designed face of a watch, right?
You could probably buy that now.
And you
there's a dude I seen a dude wearing chains.
We should sell
the chains.
He was wearing chains and it had like Apple. It was the chains had like the Apple Watch in the face of it, and it had the NFTs that he had bought. So it was
pretty
like,
saucy.
It was pretty cool.
Wait, can you take a photo of an NFT?
Yeah.
Is that illegal though?
No, it's not illegal. See, me personally, I think NFTs are a hustle. Personally, right now, I think they're a hustle. I think people are getting hustled.
I think it's the future. I think it'll probably.
I don't know what part of
it'll be like
the future.
This is the Mona Lisa. This is some of the like crazy early shit.
Kristen,
No, hold on. Hear me out.
To see the Mona Lisa, you gotta travel 1,000,000 miles.
Yeah, but to have it hanging in your home when we all live in the future, I don't know. I just personally believe that we're going to be all in the metaverse, chilling at home. Like that's going to be our vibe.
But if it's digital, there's no value in.
It's just like there ain't no value in the shoes that you have on your feet.
Wait, listen, because the reality is, the value comes from the universe that we create in the digital world. So if we have an entire digital world that people are tapped into, you'd be like, yo, this is the one and only in this universe.
Like your shoe means something in this world. Those shoes don't mean the same thing in the metaverse.
The same way you're saying there's value in the same way you're saying it in the digital world, you can get hustled in the digital world too. And I think y'all niggas is getting hustled in the digital world too. Just the same way you can get hustled in the real world, you can get hustled in the digital world too. I'm sorry, you're not gonna convince me. If you show me a photo off the internet of the Mona Lisa and I show you a photo that I went there and took because I saw the Mona Lisa, I'm sorry, you're not competing with me. There's no value in that.
I'm talking about,
there'll never be any value in that. If you show me your NFT that you have that you paid $30,000 for, that's a Bored Ape, and I show you a screenshot that I took of that same NFT.
What if the only difference is a certification? What if
that's the same? What you're selling me right now is the only difference.
So that's like fake
that's what
art.
You're telling me.
That's like everything.
That's what you're
now,
telling me, though. You're telling me the only difference is that you have it on the blockchain that you own it. But what does it mean to someone who's looking at it?
And what does it mean to someone who can literally just
that's what I mean.
Go on the internet, save the file. It doesn't have the certification, but it's visually
there. You can still look at it.
It's exactly the same.
One of my girlfriends, I was looking at her. She posted on Instagram. I said, "Whoa, you bought a piece of that homie's art?" She was like, "Oh no, I screenshotted it and printed it out." I was like, what the fuck? Like,
so that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
But the only thing that I think it's not a hustle is if you're buying it as an investment for the future that you plan that we're actually really living in a metaverse. Motherfuckers are into the internet. I feel like you don't accept this even though you know this to be truth. Like,
I'm all in on the. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that people get it twisted when I bring up this opinion. I'm all in on the metaverse and digital space. That's one thing for certain. Don't get it twisted. But I'm not gonna get hustled by the early hustles of that space.
Like selling whack art.
That's another thing. Show me some of that and those NFTs that are good. Those Bored Apes, bro. Them shits aren't even good looking, bro. I'm sorry. Them shits aren't even attractive. Those things look. How much time do you think that nigga spent creating them shits?
And it's crazy because
how much time to give me an average.
I mean,
you are a creative who uses those same tools. Look at those boards.
I don't know how that was actually created. Whether he drew it from scratch or do they look like they took crazy amounts of detail? Is there? I mean, I watched a video about how they make an NFT collection, and it's like
no. I'm talking about the actual art that they're selling.
I know, but like you're asking how long did it take?
There's not that many there's not that many brush strokes.
It's not. It's all digital. It looks like it's all created.
The apes. Let me see.
The Bored Apes. Do you know what they're talking about? The Bored Apes.
Yeah.
They look like they were all created in Photoshop.
And maybe Illustrator.
Illustrator.
Yeah.
But it's not that much detail or colors or.
And you're telling me that right there is like worth 30 grand, 40 grand?
That's the same really, concept. Well, like someone could.
That's more really hard. From what I can understand and grasp, it's not so much just the piece, but some of these art pieces hold value behind other things.
Because of what?
Because of just different things. Like it can be investments. It's like just a different form of like. And that's where
you're talking about. T is this downfall. People used to buy art because it was beautiful and they wanted to support the artist. You right now have people buying this art to make a profit, and that's where it will. That right there will be its fall.
But my only thing is, you're thinking of it only in the form of art. Like NFT comes in different forms.
But how are people selling NFT right now? They're selling it as mostly art.
So you're saying the people that are buying the art are getting finessed?
Yes. But if they're spending crazy amounts of bread, if they're buying art, not because of the artist, but expecting to make money off of it.
Some people only invest like $150 though.
No, if you spend super cheap stuff and things like that, but I think that's cool. I think that's okay. Racks. I think that's fine. Fine, do what you want. Do what you want with your couple hundred. I don't think that's that big of a deal to me personally. But those people who are spending, there's people who are spending crazy bread on some NFTs.
I mean,
there's people who are spending crazy
personally,
bread.
I don't fully understand that shit yet.
I mean, I'm still trying to understand it myself, just because I'm trying to see where.
Do you hang it in your home in the metaverse? Like, is it like plastered on the outside of your house?
So right now, right now in the quote unquote, see, the issue with the metaverse right now is that it's more of a keyword. It's not an actual space. What you're talking about is virtual reality. So yeah. I'm gonna pull up. Maybe next week I'll come over with the Oculus, and we can get a little bit of a session.
I've never done that before.
Yeah, because that's what it really needs. So in the
scary games on the Oculus are fucking crazy.
Wait, do you have Oculus? What is that you have?
I had a VR headset. It's not an Oculus.
Okay, I didn't think so.
But in the digital space, there's different games you can play, and the issue is that Oculus is owned by Facebook. So Facebook is changing their name to the metaverse. But the VR space is not the metaverse. Like the space that people are talking about. But it just makes
sense that they would buy both.
The space that people are talking about, like, oh, they're buying land. There's a game in it called in the virtual reality space called Sandbox. That's where everybody's buying this land at.
Yeah.
And building it. That's where Snoop Dogg bought the land. That's where the dude spent all that money to be next to Snoop Dogg's land in this specific game called Sandbox, which is a game within virtual reality, essentially. So that's one game of many that you can play in it. Like the whole metaverse thing, there's no specific. That's the issue. Is like most people think, there's a place you specifically go called metaverse. It's not.
Not yet.
Not yet.
In my head, I don't know really what exists, but I do know that people go in chat rooms and it's like AOL.
They
all
go
over
in chat rooms.
So it's like that level of like actually meeting
That's
and
what it
connecting
is.
with people.
There's chat rooms.
So like if you meet people that see that you have a lot of money, that you bought this NFT, maybe it's visible. I don't know. Like I said, like is it on your fucking driveway floor? Like when you pull up into the house, like.
So what kind of verification will I be displaying? Because essentially,
people, that's the way to.
You'll be coming to my crib and you'll be looking at that same painting on my wall in the metaverse, and it'll be a screenshot. So you're gonna ask for, yo, let me see the serial number. You really bought that? No, let me see the serial number.
Bro, like I said,
like is that what
as a gamer though, I'm excited, but
that's really
but I'm also scared.
Well, because the biggest thing about it is though, even in actual real world, you have to worry about, if I go out to the club, I could be meeting this beautiful woman. She could have been a man 3 years ago.
I mean,
and you wouldn't even be able to tell, just because of how good surgery is and things of that nature.
Right.
Imagine going in the metaverse. You don't know who you're talking to, how old they are, what gender they are, because they created that avatar that you're looking at.
And then everyone just got sensory suits on. Whoa.
Bro.
It's crazy. Look at this VR Grand Theft Auto and tell me this shit doesn't look fucking crazy. The homie showed me that and I was like, that's wild.
I can't wait to play this.
Isn't that nuts? I feel like it's a little too much.
I can't wait to play this.
It's crazy how Grand Theft Auto just comes out with updates and updates, but they're not worried about releasing a new one.
They don't need to, because people keep playing the original one. And with studios like that, like they just, it's really just how long you can get someone to play that game. Dude,
Rockstar cashed in on GTA.
I wonder how many active users they have.
What game is this?
That's
Grand Theft Auto.
On Oculus?
Yeah, or what would be VR?
VR, yeah.
This is wild. I want to play.
I mean, they have first person, but that's not the same as VR.
I feel like VR would make, because I have the craziest dreams. Like, I feel like, could I handle that actually? Would I be able to like live out my dreams?
136,000 active users.
That's a lot
online right now.
How many?
So that was in November of 2021. 136,000 concurrent players.
And this, you got to keep in mind, this released in, let me see, bro, 2013.
That's when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out?
Yeah.
God damn.
That's almost 9 years ago in September.
I mean, I do love that game.
It's a great game, but it's crazy that such a long-standing game.
I want to run through it again now that I got a PS5.
Dude, it's legendary.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
What else is going on? What the fuck?
Shout out the gamers.
How was your guys' New Year's? What did you guys do?
So we have this funny joke. I'll keep a long story short, but me and Kristen had this funny joke when I met her. I told her, she was like, we were talking about movies or something, and I just like started this lie. I was just like, oh, I love the movie Boss Baby.
No, it came up on the TV, and I was like, are you watching Boss Baby?
Oh yeah, I was like, we were watching streaming or something, and I guess I left it on the title, Boss Baby, and she's like, oh, we're about to watch that, and she's like, I was like, yeah, I fucking love Boss Baby, and she's like, no, you don't. I was like, yeah, no, I fucking love that, and I kept it going for a long time, but I never had actually seen it, and then I finally told her, I was like, yeah, I've never watched that movie. So on New Year's, that shit was on streaming. And I was like, yo, you trying to watch this shit right now? So we just watched Boss Baby into the new year.
And was
it on Netflix?
It was on HBO.
HBO?
It was honestly
actually a
very
great
pleasant.
fucking movie.
It was very I definitely had a smile on my face. I was like, this is
Hold on, I never understood the premise of that movie though. What is
it's
it?
Just like a bunch of babies that like run a corporation. Like
they run a business?
like God, like how babies come and
like
the
how
planet.
they're actually made. Like when you're born,
You're either a business professional or you go to a family.
Yeah, so like
This sounds ridiculous.
so the people that grow up and shit, the people that grow up, they forget about Baby Corp. But if you work there, you're a baby forever. But you have to drink this the milk, the formula, and it makes you young forever or whatever. And they get sent to the down to earth, and they like go to families, but they're like on missions.
People listening right now are like, "What the fuck?"
And they suck their pacifiers to go back mentally.
You just have to watch it. It's fucking great.
It's so funny.
Insane.
It's really cute.
It's like a DreamWorks type shit.
DreamWorks,
right?
yeah.
It sounds insane.
Was it
Sounds
DreamWorks?
Crazy.
I think it was.
I just saying, yeah, I don't know
It
actually.
sounds crazy.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
But
it was great.
Also,
we had a great New Year's.
a very random.
It sounds random as fuck.
But it
Yeah,
was great.
it ended at like 11:48. So
That's when the movie ended.
Yeah, so we had about 12 minutes before New Year's, but we were lit. I had made cocktails that night, so we were just, having some Manhattans. We were feeling good. And then the movie ended, and then I think we just put something on song. Like, we didn't even go outside. It was fucking freezing too, so.
Yeah, it was I laid super low. I didn't really do anything, honestly.
Did you hear fireworks? Because I didn't hear shit.
There was fireworks nonstop in my neighborhood.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, you know.
Did you make any videos?
Yeah, it was
We heard
fireworks.
them the day before, oddly enough.
Yeah, it was fireworks nonstop, big ass ones that I'm like, yo, how the fuck you get these professional ass fireworks?
Illegal as
Like, you
hell.
could really
I mean,
blow
I
up a
guess
car.
I don't know. I think, are they illegal?
I think a lot of shit is illegal in California.
These fireworks were crazy, but I mean, it was cool. I enjoy them. I enjoy the fireworks. I don't mind them.
As long as that shit's not coming near my house. Or my car.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm never a party pooper in that sense. I'm with it. It'd be funny because it'd be just like setting off car alarms and shit, and it's just like,
Bro, but you could really fuck some shit up with a.
100. You can fuck yourself up with that shit. A firework, blow your fucking hand off.
Oh my god.
That's never fun. But yeah, no. So it was cool. But I laid super low. Just had some drinks, smoked some weed. Played some video games for a little bit, got some gaming in, and then listened to some.
What are you
music.
playing?
I'm playing like stuff that I never played, like that I never finished, that I haven't finished. So I'm playing this like post-apocalyptic zombie game. Sorry for the people listeners, this is super nerdy. Called Days Gone. It's like super.
Oh no, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's like super.
Good story.
Crazy story. The story's fucking crazy.
I mean, I feel almost bad for people that haven't dived into video games in their like lifetime. I know Kristen hasn't really played too many video games.
Yeah,
Like, it's a whole experience. Like, there's stories and shit.
it is. I feel like you're gonna get your stories from somewhere else.
That's fair. Whether it be books.
Yeah,
movies,
where
or-
do you get your stories from, Kristen? Where do you get your fantasy from? Movies, TV, books.
Probably all of that.
Where do you get your?
Probably TV movies. I don't know.
Her
Where do
fucking
you,
dreams.
or
I
do
listen to
you-
Audible.
Audible.
I don't really read books.
Or do you?
That's horrible.
Or do you get any fantasy in your life? Do you get any like escape from your world? Even if it's like drama, like tea, like from like the Shade Room or some shit. Like, do you listen to
I don't know. What is your example of this?
the way we would play like a video game?
Probably just sewing.
Sewing. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Making stuff with
That's
my
fair.
hands.
That's fair.
That's the only thing that kind of like takes me out.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair.
Otherwise, I'm just thinking about things to create.
She also said she's been lucid dreaming, which
Yo,
is crazy.
have you
That's
ever
when you're
lucid?
awake, right?
Have more control, bro. Can I tell you really like?
Or for the
nutty-
listeners, what is lucid dreaming?
So lucid dreaming is when you just like have more control of yourself in your dream.
Okay.
The bad thing that I realized about this is that I've been waking up like super tired and sore, and I'm like, why am I like this? But it's because I'm literally still active.
You're not actually sleeping. You're not having REM sleep.
Yeah.
You're not like going.
Bro,
to sleep.
I literally got kidnapped with like a bunch of people in my dream, and it was so real. And I was able to like look down, and I was like, if we jump on this, we're gonna end up in the basement. We're gonna get murdered. I was like, don't touch this. And then we like climbed on the side. A man that was like with this company that was trying to kill us all threw like a handful of heavy ass like saw razor blades, like the movie Saw, like razor blades like that. I literally pulled a razor blade out of my cheek and I could feel it come out of my skin.
Are you seeing any effect of this, T? Like, are you like getting woken up type shit? Like, are you getting hit? Like, is Kristen moving
I
in her
woke up
sleep?
and I was like,
she honestly, when you sleep, you'd be like flinching. I'm like, is she having a bad dream, low key? But I don't know whether or not to wake you up or not.
I mean, I feel like you
And then
almost
this
gotta
one
leave
time
me
you
in there.
stood up and you just ran up the ceiling, and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Don't
But I
tell
was
me
like, nah,
that.
she's good.
No, she's good. That seems regular. We don't want to stir the pot.
I was like, let me go back to sleep.
Yeah, she just ran up the fucking ceiling. Nah,
But I can make choices. This shit's great.
Because that's a big deal. That's like
I feel like I'm like hitting my Saturn return. It's coming.
well,
I'm getting my Harry Potter powers.
I mean, I seen it's crazy. I was on I seen it on like Essence or Farfetch, which are pretty styled websites. I seen the Harry Potter hat that tells you what gang you're in. You know, the wizard, the hat you put on your head. And
Wait, do you know? So I'm recently into Harry Potter. Do you know what place you would belong to?
Me personally, I probably would be Slytherin, but
You guys should take your test right now.
I probably would be Slytherin.
Like Google Harry Potter quiz, and then it'll like tell you.
Is it like a long quiz?
No, it's only like a few questions, and you can ask them to the people.
I haven't honestly.
I'm Slytherin. I was surprised. I feel like I don't know how that's possible. But
Yeah,
Harry
I'd be
Potter was
Slytherin,
Slytherin.
The Sorting Hat.
You're making a PowerPoint presentation for a class project.
It was like
The Sorting Hat.
Am I
You
doing the
rock that
right
shit?
one?
Would you rock that, Kristen?
hell
I'm doing
no.
this
You
shit.
wouldn't rock this? You wouldn't rock that?
No.
Let me see it.
This
Is it
is
the grumpy
Halloween.
looking hat?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
I think I'd rock that shit too. That shit's hard.
No, not for like a fit though.
You wouldn't?
No, like I would do like what she said for Halloween. I
I'd
wouldn't.
rock that shit.
You would
Those
just
are
pull up.
funny.
You would go outside
Yeah,
with
I
that.
like Future.
I'm sick. Well, like Pharrell with that.
Remember he
with
had
that
a time
giant
period
hat.
where he was random hats?
That was great.
That was a great time for Future.
Pharrell did it too, right? Or he only did it.
Pharrell kind of started it. He wore that really tall one.
Crazy looking hat, but
That
it looked.
tall Vivian.
But it looked
was
good
a
on
Vivian
him.
Westwood hat.
That shit was funny.
Let's look at it.
What was that hat? I think it was a Vivian Westwood hat.
Oh wait, is Instagram back to the chronological feed?
Well, no, they're going to, so they're rolling it out. And you know how whenever they roll out, they do switches. They do it in certain areas and slowly like roll it out to everyone else. So it's not everywhere right now, but yeah, they're slowly moving back to the chronological order, which I'm excited for to see if it affects like how I get to see stuff on the gram.
I mean, I just remember I was kind of upset that they took it away.
Well, I know what it was. It was just because like the people you probably would follow the most don't post enough. Like I only really care about y'all shit, but we don't post. How often do we post?
I'm gonna start posting again this year. That's like a resolution.
So I think they had to move to that weird order because other pages that you probably don't really know that you even really follow like that post like all the time, you know. So and you're not on your phone all the time, so it makes sense. Let me show you some shit that you missed when you weren't on your phone,
right?
You know, but it wasn't perfect. I'm seeing posts from like 3 days ago. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh shit, like why didn't I see this like when it first happened? So I think it should be a mix. They should let you do it in both. Like they should let you switch and see how you like it, test it out. That was the issue, was that they should have just seen how you liked it and switch to the other, and then they would have been able to see like, oh, most people probably like it chronological.
I think they should just leave the option.
Yeah, I hope they leave the option because I don't mind how it is now. It's not the worst. I feel like I do see more things just because once again the people who I probably would go on Instagram to look at the most don't post enough.
It would be back to prime time. You know, like back to when it's just like you post at prime time.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't seem like there is a prime time.
There isn't.
Because you post it and people see it when they see it, kind of.
All I remember is before they did this switch to like the more popular shit or whatever, or however the algorithm functions.
Maybe that was a thing so that people wouldn't game the algorithm. Because look, we're talking about a prime time of posting.
Yeah,
people were probably, they didn't want people.
I fucked with it back then, but I mean,
they knew people were flooding the gram with posts at 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 5 p.m.
Yep.
7 p.m.
Like
the latest you really feel like you would compose was like 7 o'clock.
I like the 7:30 post.
So they were probably noticing a dip in activity and posting, and they wanted people to feel like they can post whenever and not really matter.
Yeah, it should be interesting, man. Let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, for real. Because, I mean, Instagram, I seen this video the other day that talked about Instagram, and it's just like, I understand all the negative. I can understand all the negative things that's wrong with Instagram and the issues with Instagram and the way people use social media and that level of social media.
Right.
But I don't know what it is, but I still just fuck with it. Maybe it's just like an addiction or like a drug addict saying, hey, like I still fuck with crack or whatever. Like, fuck it. But
I mean,
like,
still fuck with crack.
Yeah, but like when this video, I'll send it to you guys.
Literally my
I'll send
father.
it to you guys. You can watch it. And the points that he brings up about Instagram and like how like it's essentially the way it works. It has such a negative effect on your psyche after you're done scrolling on Instagram that it's like crazy. It's insane, like how, because you're literally just watching a highlight reel of people's lives. You're just seeing the best. No one's posting anything whack of themselves on Instagram.
And a lot of it's altered.
All altered. So you scroll Instagram for 30 minutes and you just see the best of everyone's life, and you turn your phone off and you're like, damn, my life sucks. My life is
that's
nothing.
a lot of people.
I try to just curate my shit.
People.
That's a lot of people.
I try to curate my shit though. That's like a lot of fashion, a lot of art, a lot of things that are beautiful and like that inspire me, kind of.
But that's you.
That I mean, like for myself.
I'll say that's you, but even those pages, because I like those pages too, will post a lot of views and post a lot of things places that you just can't go to, that you just can't wear, that you can't afford, that you can't.
I just like to see it and then I want to make it.
See, that's how I would even say that's you as far as like what you chose to look at. That's you as far as how you chose to react to it. Because I feel like most people, you guys, I feel comfortable enough to see, because when I was watching this, I feel comfortable to scroll Instagram and not feel like that, not feel like my life is trash. I can see the positives.
Yeah, we're very blessed to
but
have
the
a good life.
average person, I can see them 100% going through someone's highlight reel, going through Instagram's highlight reel of everyone's lives.
Someone who's never been to LA.
Going through their stories, seeing their stories, and then being like, damn, my life is trash. My shit, what am I doing with myself? Like, my shit's garbage.
That could never be me.
You know, but when you would see their Instagram and all they post is highlight reel shit of themselves. You know, like that. When I was thinking about it, I was like, damn, yeah, Instagram is kind of fucked up. But like at the same time, like, yo, I still be on it. I still fuck with it.
I mean, let's keep it real though. They have some catching up to do with TikTok, because I hear TikTok, they're opening up restaurants now. That's crazy.
I seen that.
That's some next
I'm
level
interested
shit.
what that's gonna be like.
Why?
Well,
why though? Why?
Like they'll just have like, I mean, the only way I could see this be cool is if there was like featuring like TikTok famous chefs that like come in like a host kitchen. That could be kind of cool. That would actually be baller as fuck.
I want to know if they're doing like, that would be cool, but I want to know if they're doing like a chain restaurant, if that's the goal.
If
Is it stuff that
corny.
people make on? Is it stuff that people make on
TikTok?
TikTok, yeah, because I know people do a lot of cooking stuff on TikTok.
That's the only thing I could. I mean, if so, I want this idea. I want the money. Unless this is their idea, but we'll see. I don't know what I don't know what their vibe is.
By the looks at the photo, it looks like a Happy Meal, right? Is that real?
Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing. The types of food that was in the photo looked like it was like types of food that they do on TikTok, like they make on TikTok.
Bro, it was a
like totally
hamburger, some mini
churro
tacos.
type. Whoa, I was thinking of the cinnamon thing.
Those look like that looks like egg rolls and like a strawberry lemonade. I don't know. I'm not buying it yet. It's called TikTok Kitchen though, so maybe it's maybe it's some elevated experience.
Elevated, I think not. But tasty, possibly.
Elevated, I think not. Wait, what does this first comment say? If the food is late, it's because the worker's gonna be in the back doing TikToks. I'm sick.
Yeah, this nigga's gonna be in the back dancing with your food, doing dumbass dances and shit.
You're like, yo, what is taking? Yo, we had to take.
It's like, sorry, man, I was
we had a
doing.
few takes.
Sorry, man, I was trying to get my cat to fucking do this dumbass fucking move with me. Yeah.
Here's your.
Oh, see, I didn't zoom in on the photo. I thought that was like a churro thing from afar. Then
those are some tacos.
Oh no, the corn things. Those corn things.
Corn thing.
What tacos? This photo?
Oh, the corn.
Are you looking at this photo?
Yeah. The one. Yeah.
This right here. I thought those were churro type shit at first.
Oh wait, what is that on the side? Are they churros?
Nah, they're fucking like taco. Oh, are those churros? I don't know.
They low key look like churros now that I zoomed in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we can make that though.
Whatever it is,
Or Jack in the Box can make that.
Whatever it is, it's got to be tasty if people are gonna fuck with it. Mr. Beast, I don't know if you guys know him. He's a YouTuber. He started a restaurant. His burgers are pretty tasty.
In LA?
In LA, yeah. I don't know if they have it out here. His burgers and his fries. Yeah, the food is actually pretty tasty.
We should mob. That would be fire.
That's the thing. He's doing it like how these guys are doing it, where it's delivery only. They don't have an actual brick and mortar location. So the delivery's faster because the food is they just pump it out. But it is delivery only.
I see.
But the food is really good, and yeah, it's really. I think it's because they don't have a brick and mortar. They're able to the prices be dumb cheap, low key. Yeah, I don't know if they're out here in the valley, but they are in the city. Mr. Beast, he's a pretty popular YouTuber.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, and it's I was a doubter at first, even though I fuck with his YouTube channel. I did doubt that the restaurant would be any good, and I was surprised at how good it was.
This is completely unrelated, but did you guys see that the IRS is like claiming that drug dealers need to report their illegal activity, like all their drug sales, on their taxes? I mean, I guess they have to say that because that's how they get you when they arrest you. It's like, oh, you didn't do your taxes on all this money you owe.
You do have to pay taxes on your drugs. I know you're doing it.
I mean, if they know and they haven't busted you, then you should probably just do it, low key.
Right?
Technically, yeah, you should.
I made this money, whatever.
But like, how are you? Yeah.
Goods and services.
As long as
if they're saying, yo, nigga, pay your taxes. We know, nigga, you've been dealing drugs and shit. Nigga, just pay your taxes on this shit. At that point, I take it as a win. They're not busting you.
Because that shit will come back to get you later if you do get busted, you know?
Well, I mean, already they're not busting you because they're already saying, like, yo, pay your taxes. We know you're doing this. Pay your taxes.
But how will they really know? I feel like it's a warning.
This is the mind fuck that this topic is the mind fuck that it is if we know that if I'm a drug dealer and I get that kind of message, my mind is fucked right now.
I feel like it might have been like, did they just recently come out with this, or is this like, I feel like this has been a thing, right?
What, that drug dealers have to pay taxes?
Yeah.
No, drug dealers never have to pay taxes because their money is made illegally. The most they might have to pay taxes in is money that they clean. If they have to clean any money, then yeah, I can see them trying to pay some taxes. But other than that, drug dealers are not fucking paying any fucking taxes in anything.
If you steal property, you must report it as fair market value in your income in the year you steal, unless your return is to its rightful owner in the same year. That's crazy. So if you steal something and bring it back, you don't have to pay taxes. That's great. Income from illegal activities such as money from dealing illegal drugs must be included in your income on Schedule 1 form or Schedule C. That's fucking wild. Imagine just I transported like 12 bricks.
Are we? What's the deal, Kristen? Are we gonna get on the show?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to go on the game shows too. All the game shows.
All the game shows.
Honestly, this lady, so one of my friends met this woman and she told her, like, I've helped people buy their first homes. Like, I've helped them do blah, blah, blah. I was like, let me just run this little game show money. Let me get this. Like, why not? Why not me?
Why not me?
Why not? Why could I not just go win this money?
Thank ya.
I'm good at this shit.
I agree. I just don't know what is. I just don't know what's required of us. Why we haven't. I mean, I'm sure, especially with this new COVID outbreak and all that, timelines and things might have gotten moved and all that. But yeah, I want to know if we're on the show because
me too.
I know for a fact. I don't want to.
She was highly impressed by us. So if we didn't get it, I have no understanding of why not.
But I was thinking too at the same time, low key, like high key, that's her job. So she probably
but
acts
people
the
don't
same way with everyone for the most part.
Yes, but we are special, so that's the point. It's I just genuinely couldn't imagine that she could see us and say, "I'm good."
All right, let's play some pop culture trivia right now.
Is that what you about to do?
Here
you about to ask some questions?
Here we go. What are wow, these questions are fucking stupid.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're stupid or hard. Either stupid or hard, I would imagine.
Wait, hold on. Who was the first Bachelorette in 2003?
No idea.
I'm not going to know that shit, bro.
Wait, okay. This one's easy. What are the names of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's kids?
Okay.
Hold on, what was that?
North.
South. No?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
Oh, okay.
North Chicago. Psalm.
Okay. There's one more.
She's really pretty. West? Wait, what's her name?
Ooh. Saint.
Fuck him. He's a saint. Okay. Psalm is the really. Wait. Okay.
All right.
Damn it. I would have missed it. I have anxiety. I want to win. I'm a winner.
I'm trying to see what are like some reasonable ones.
Thieves stole gallery owner's multi-million-dollar NFT collection. All my apes are gone.
That's a crazy headline.
I've been hacked. All my apes.
All my apes are gone.
This just sold. Please help me. Wrote gallery owner Todd Kramer of New York Ross Kramer Gallery in a since deleted tweet posted December 30th. A phishing scam had drained his Ethereum wallet of 15 NFTs valued at a total of $2.2 million, including 4 apes from the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection.
Wow.
The thieves seem to have sold off many of the pieces in Kramer's collection, and Twitter user Jared at Kramer's Bad Luck pointing out that he had bet on an unregulated, decentralized system that would be unable to help him.
Whoa.
Damn.
Homie got robbed.
Well, I mean, there's no regulation in this space. So that's another reason why I feel like there's a hustle going on, is because there's no regulation in this space. There's no government, there's no checks and balances. He can't go to the police and say I got robbed.
Yeah, they'd be like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
What? You get a Bored Ape Yacht Club?
You said a Bored Ape, son?
Someone stole your NFT? What are you talking about? What, nigga? Like, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, that's the biggest. The lack of regulation in the industry is just like, people look at it as a plus because they're able to do a lot of what they think that wouldn't be allowed, but at the same time, people are allowed to do exactly what they know won't be allowed. So, fuck. Damn, poor guy.
For real.
I'm sure he was looking at that as some sort of nest egg.
Damn.
And now it's gone.
I mean, as you should, right? In the NFT space. That's the whole idea.
And I mean, the issue with the blockchain and all that is the transactions are irreversible. So once I'm seeing a comment under this, a guy sold something that was worth 300,000 for 3,000 and couldn't, by accident.
Damn. Oh, I did see that. I saw that one.
Bro.
Slippery slopes, man.
Slippery. That's why I'm gonna chill. I'll just take screenshots. You're gonna come to my crib. I'm gonna have the
screenshots everywhere.
And be screenshots of it. You'll be like, damn, this nigga Sin got.
Yo, you got how many?
Like, could you have like a Balenciaga like tracksuit, but like with your NFT instead? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that would
could,
is that what you do with your NFT?
No, you could. I think that's T. What I was gonna recommend. You being the creative that you are in the apps that you can, there is a market that right now, I mean, if anybody hears this, hey, take it as you will. Right now, there is a market that is untapped. If you know how to use Illustrator and stuff like that, if you can create avatars for people in the digital space, there's money in that. People want to look like X, Y, and Z. If you can be like, oh no, that's no problem, and you can just design that real quick and make that something that can pop on my avatar, there's bread in that. 100%.
Right.
100%.
Hey man.
So
we shall see.
I think Kanye West might be headlining Coachella.
He's on a tear right now. This nigga is out everywhere.
All I gotta say is I love Kanye.
This nigga's out everywhere.
I don't care.
This nigga's everywhere. What the fuck is Kanye doing? He's outside right now. He don't give a fuck.
He got caught on the balcony with those two ladies too. Posted up at the hotel.
All I'm
Got
saying,
caught or they just took pictures. Like he don't care. He's doing that shit. He's
at the
conscious.
end of the day, Kim,
I love Kanye.
That at first the way shit was going down, it had Kanye looking wild out here. But now Kim is looking wild because Kanye's chilling with a bunch of beautiful women and you got Kim hanging out with Pete Davidson. Yo, Kim, you were looking wild hanging out with that nigga. Man. You at least need to get like some big ass buff NFL fucking NBA play. You chilling with Pete Davidson and Kanye is chilling with beautiful ass models, hot ass women. Like, I'm sorry. It's the tides have now turned because Kanye was looking wild out here because he was fighting for his woman back. He wanted things to be.
Headlines have been crazy about Kanye talking about he bought a house across the street.
Did he not? Is that untrue? I don't know if that's true or not. I hear it, but is that true? Did he really buy a house next to her?
I don't even know.
That's what I mean. Like, did he really? And if he did, so what, nigga? We have kids together. Yes, I'm gonna live next to my wife.
Boom.
Because I can afford to do that. I can afford to. We're that rich that I can afford to buy the house next to my wife.
Right.
And we have kids together. So it is what it is.
I think that's the best thing. A few people tried to shade him this week. People love to hate on Kanye. It blows my mind. But anyways, these people. I'm like, why would you not want your children to be next to their mother and father? What's wrong with you?
That's what I mean.
How can you spin that in a negative way?
Most people, I feel like most parents who want to raise their kids would if they could afford to do something like that. They would just buy the houses next to each other.
I think that's the best option that you could do for the children.
100%.
What the fuck?
Like, their kids are still pretty much kids. They're not. It's not like they're grown. It's not like they're fucking Jaden and fucking what's the other one? Other Smith. Willow. It's not. They're not that old. They're still kids. So they still need their parents. So I don't think it's crazy. If it is true, I don't know if it's true or not. That's the issue with these fucking stories and shit. You never get an update like, yo, that was fake news. It be fake news and they don't ever tell you like, yo, my bad. That was some bullshit. You just go on thinking like, yo, Kanye really just bought a crib next to.
Right.
Because he could have not. That could have been just some fake shit.
Do we trust TMZ?
I don't trust no one. So TMZ is very low on that list, like, or high on that list of people I don't trust.
There you go.
You know, like, it's hard for me to trust anyone just because we all living in a matrix. You know what I'm saying? This is a matrix. It's not.
Big facts.
We're you know.
What's up with the Weeknd and this?
Did you see this album cover where he looks old as fuck?
That's kind of crazy.